Danielle Walker from Against All Grain, and I am going to show you today how to make a very simple paleo-friendly mayonnaise. It's just about as simple as getting in your car, driving to the store, and grabbing a jar, and you know all of the ingredients that are going into it so you can avoid any hidden gluten or sugar. With just 6 simple ingredients, the mayonnaise is extremely easy to make and it tastes delicious on all of your sandwiches and salads throughout the week. So we're going to start with my mini blender. Now I like to use a mini blender or a mini food processor because it keeps the mayonnaise from creeping up the sides of one of those big blenders or big food processors. You can actually turn to your immersion blender as well with a bowl, or you can actually use a whisk and a little bit of arm strength to get it done too. So what we're going to do is start with 1 fresh egg yolk. You want to have it at room temperature. That's going to help the emulsion take place, which means the oils will blend into the yolk and everything else that's in the blender. Now, if you are worried about consuming raw eggs, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, make sure to get pasteurized eggs. You can actually pasteurize them at home as well. You can find some different tutorials online. Otherwise, I like to recommend getting a pasture-raised chicken egg. That way, they're not being fed a feed of corn or soy. So we have our egg yolk. We have about 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1.5 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. I like my mayonnaise a little bit on the sour side, so we have 3 teaspoons of vinegar. You can use apple cider, you can use an organic raw white vinegar if you'd like. And then for a little bit of flavor and kick, we have a little more than 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. You could also just use yellow mustard as well if you'd like. We're going to pop this lid on. We're going to blend this all up before I start slowly adding my oil. So today we're going to use avocado oil. I either like to use avocado or macadamia oil because I think they have a really nice kind of neutral flavor. The macadamia oil is actually really great because it adds just a hint of sweetness, and most commercial mayonnaises actually have sugar in them. So the trick here is you have to add the oil very slowly or your emulsion will break and you'll get that separation of oil. It will also make your mayonnaise really, really runny. I'm going to start the blender on low and I have the top removed so I can pour this in. What I'm going to start doing is just pouring the oil in drop by drop until I start to see and also hear the mixture thicken. Then we'll start to go in a slow, steady stream. So not all egg yolks are created equal. Some can be a bit smaller, some can be a bit larger, especially if you raise your own chickens. Once I start to hear or see the mayonnaise thickening, I go ahead and stop with the oil. You don't have to feel like you have to get all of that 3/4 cup in there. If it's reached the right consistency and it tastes good to you, then I suggest stopping there. Too much or too fast can make it thin out and separate as well. I have a clean mason jar that I'm going to store this mayonnaise in. It can keep for about 5 to 7 days, but that really depends on the freshness of your egg yolk. Obviously, the fresher the egg yolk, the longer it will last. So avocado oil gives mayonnaise kind of a fun yellowish green tint. You can see that it's nice and thick and creamy, just the way that you love mayonnaise to be. If you use the macadamia oil, you'll get that kind of traditional, nice yellow hue that you see at store-bought ones. So if the color bugs you, you can always use the macadamia oil. If your mayonnaise didn't turn out and it was runny or the oil separated, make sure to take a peek at my other video where I show you how to actually fix a broken mayonnaise. And if you liked this video, please subscribe and also leave a comment if there's anything else you'd like to see me make.